Good afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing today? Nobody answering? Really good, really good. Another great day. Got the first walkthrough out of the way, and now we're getting ready to have another good practice.
How do you see the competition at that second safety spot and also the second cornerback spot right now?
The second safety spot, we got good competition going on. We got guys with different skill sets. Got a younger player, second-year player in Lewis and Cam. But we're just looking for the combinations, and we're excited to watch them play in this game coming up and the joint practices with the Niners. A little early to tell anything, but we like to
so much. It's hard for rookies to kind of jump in, but what do you like so far?
He's a focused, mature young guy. So, he comes focused every day to get better. He's learning a lot of things. And, our veterans are helping him. Harrison, Pat P., they're helping him along the way with the things he doesn't have. But we know when the pads come on, he's a very physical player. And, he's very sudden, very fast. You can feel that on the field.
With younger players, what are tells that they're kind of getting it? Like, how can you tell with younger guys?
I couldn't hear the question.
With younger players, how can you tell that they're catching on, that they're getting what you're instructing?
Yeah. As a coach, he was asking, how can you tell of a younger player? We can tell. When you're watching a player, you can tell when he's reacting, and we're always measuring reaction, and we can see when any kind of stimulus should tell him to do something on his assignment. So that's what we're looking for. We're also looking for clear and clean communication, and we can tell if they work well with others when the set's reduced and you see bunches, and that's what we're looking for. So it's a subjective answer, but we can tell we put them through enough of these things.
Talking about his communication with Jordan, Eric Kendricks with Jordan, and kind of how, it's not going to obviously be like he and Anthony have knew each other for so long, but he's impressed with how quickly they bonded. What do you like there?
Yeah, first of all, Anthony Barr, what a special Viking, and I just hear with the people around here what he meant to this organization. And to have Jordan Hicks come in here and fit in and have Eric feel comfortable, it's special. And those two guys playing together right now, how they play off each other, I haven't been around much better. I've been as good, but nothing better than that. And separate occasions in the spring, Eric came to me and he said, I love playing with Jordan. And then Jordan said, I love playing with Eric. And when you have that, you never assume that can happen. But, you can go out and recruit players, but it's important to bond them, and they bonded themselves. What a special plus for us and for the coaches. So we're happy with those two guys, and it's really a neat relationship. It's almost like Zadarius and Daniil. They're inseparable, and they didn't know each other, 5 months ago. So that's cool to see with our guys, and that will help us.
When you have a strong core like down the middle of your defense from front to the back end, what does that do for what you can do with edge players?
Yeah, that is very important. When you're strong up front, and when we start playing, if you see a stout front that can't move us, then our edge guys come into play. And that's run and pass. And you guys know how important the edge people are. And we got a great stable of edge guys. And Mike Smith is evolving and training these guys, and they're learning and they're advancing, and that's a real good thing for us.
What are you most hoping to see Sunday from the squad?
Sunday's pretty clear. We're going to be basic, so we got to be clean on our assignments. We got to be clear in our communicating with one another. We want to tackle well, and then we want to influence the football. We're a team that wants to work the football and put ball pressure on people, and we want to see that, and it's our first chance to see that.
And how do you coach that? When you emphasize that takeaways in practice, is it just telling guys to go for a strip when they have a chance, or what kind of things come into a practice?
No, it's a science. This started when I first got in the league with Pete Carroll and Monty Kiffin, and they just told me, if you stop the run and you got the ball, good things would happen to you. And then I joined up with a guy named Mike Ayers, and he showed me the stats. He's a longtime Viking, and he's here today. And he worked for Bud. And he said, when you take the ball, it really helps your team. So everything we've ever done with every staff we've been on is to work and find an edge in that department. And it's ongoing, and there's no summit to this. When you see us start out good, we're going to have to keep working on it to maintain that. So very important to us. It's every little thing we can ever think of to motivate, encourage, and
tell them this is the behavior we want.
When did you come across Mike Ayers? He's a young guy coaching for the Vikings, and we were able to pry him out of the building over to another organization I won't mention. But he's back here today, and that's important to us.
Can you talk about Monty Kiffin a little bit, about what you learned from him, because he was such a big deal with this organization?
You know, I was kind of young, but it was Pete and Monty together, you know, and they were back in a different era. This was the 4-3. That's when I was raised there, but everything was really based on pure gap control and effort, you know, and having tough teams, and that's what they always had. They were very disruptive, and then we kind of went a different direction. And after 14 years and got involved in the 3-4, and I was around some real positive teachers that helped us grow that to a strong degree. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.